Hi, everybody. It is Wendy. I think I'm live. I'm using the new version. Hi, everybody. It's Wendy. I'm using this new version of the live on Facebook. I don't know how to use it. So I hope you can see me. But I'm just doing like a check in. So let me know if you're there. Give me a thumbs up, a heart, or whatever. I'm just doing a check in because I was thinking like, I have worked from home for 9 years. So I'm used to this kind of like being in the house, going out here and there, kind of being isolated. Some people will consider it isolating, being isolated, um, and working from the computer at the house and having to take the breaks and making myself get up and take a break or whatever. And I'm looking to see if it's working on my other phone because I'm not used to this platform. So this is new. So let me just make sure that you could even see me. If anybody's there, give me a thumbs up or something like that so that I can see. Anyway, I just was checking to see if how everybody was doing. This is like a checkup. So Corona Conversation episode number 7 because you've had a month or 3 weeks or so to like come up with your plan of how you're living your life and how you want things to go and you know how to smooth some of the things out that may not have been working and how to hey Lorena, and how to make this time work the best for you through your job if you brought your computer home, and what kind of diet you're on. Are you staying up all night watching Netflix like somebody? I've been binge watching All American. And so I just wanted to check in to see how you're feeling. So I'm using the language, how are you feeling versus how are you doing, because really it's time to get connected to your emotions and to yourself. So probably the first week we thought this was not going to be it, and it was going to be 2 weeks, and then we'll be able to go back to the normal. Maybe by week 2, 3, then we started to realize that people that we know are affected. Some of us have been affected, um, and so then it goes on and on. So then it becomes more real. So then you're just trying to figure out kind of like exactly what's really good. So that's why I'm asking, how are you feeling? Because maybe you haven't even taken the time to ask yourself, how are you feeling? We know what you're doing. You're trying to do the homeschooling thing. You're trying to be productive at work, and do the things that they want you to do at work. I know what you're doing. I know that you're watching Ozark, and I know that you're cooking new foods and spending time with your family. But you know, it's really how we're feeling, because I kind of do this all the time. Like I said, I've worked from home for 9 years, but I have had to check in with my feelings a lot to really see what I'm thinking about this. And really, I feel pissed off. That's how I feel. I feel like um, this is a terrible situation that we're in. I am also angry yet again that my people, African Americans, are being affected at a greater number than the general population. And that also goes back to, it's because of our poor health, but it's because of all the stresses that we have. It's because of inequality. It's because of just all those things lead to poorer outcomes in general for us. And it's showing up again in this situation. So I'm pissed about that. And that's why I became a health coach. And that's why I want to talk about health to people. And that's why I had to change my own health, because I too was sick, with had some things that I was dealing with, but I realized how to change it, and I realized that I could, because I went to doctors, I did all those different things. And if anybody's read my book, I've gotten 3 really nice reviews just today. I guess people are having time to sit down and read it or listen to it. And everybody has a story about going to the doctor and they may not have believed you, one, or they didn't help you or you didn't feel helped. So those are some of the things that I know people are experiencing. I have seen a few different stories, and I have heard two accounts personally where people went to the doctor in this specific time and they weren't even given a test and they weren't allowed to stay at the doctor or the hospital, and they had to figure it out on their own. But the key is that they did. And now they're on the other side of Highline Sister. They are on the other side of whatever this was. They're feeling better. So another revelation I had today was when Sydney, like, I go out every day. I don't care. I'm better when it's sunny because I'm a child of the sun. I love the sun. I sit out on my balcony all day long and I do everything that I do out here. But then I also need to walk. And so I've been surveying my area. I've lived in the same area off and on for 23 years. And I have walked it before. Hey, I have walked it before, but I've been taking the time to walk to different places. So yesterday we just went and got some cucumbers, but we walked an hour just to go to get the cucumbers and back. And we walked through the neighborhoods and we walked through the school playgrounds, and one is good at exercise, but two, it just helps you remember where you are. So in case you got to roll out, you kind of know on foot, you kind of know where you're going. And that definitely is a consideration that I think people should be thinking about. We don't know what's going to happen. 3 weeks ago, we did not know they were going to shut all of our stuff down. So what makes you think things aren't going to get a little bit more touchy? So, I think that it is just important to know how you're feeling so that as things escalate, that you're able to be grounded in, and walking and exercising and being with your family and connecting through Zoom, um, and connecting however you connect is cool. Now, I bought my house 3 years ago, and I have only said hey to my next door neighbor just when I randomly see him. Yesterday, we stood on our balconies and we leaned over the balconies and we talked for an hour. I know all about my neighbor now, and he knows about me. So it was just cool. I think we're probably around the same age, and he's from Africa, and but he's lived here for a while, and it was just really cool. Like, that's my neighbor. He lives next door, and I always spoke, but we never had a real conversation other than hey neighbor, and that's it. So that's how I'm connecting too, making sure that I hang out with Sydney. She ain't think about me. She be in her room on all her devices with all her friends, and that's how she's getting through it. But I make her go out with me, and I make her put the phone down. It's very important to get away from the phone sometimes because it's just too much. Hey, Monique, um, the phone is addictive, and it's a way that people are also soothing themselves with what's going on. And but the phone is addictive, and if you stay on it all the time, you really are messing with your hormones. You really are messing with your sleep pattern, the blue rays and the rays. And now the 5G, I know y'all heard about the 5G, but I've been talking about this forever. If anybody ever paid attention to me at all, and or listen to my radio show, I've been talking about the dangers of Wi-Fi and all that stuff forever. So give me a thumbs up, give me a heart if you could feel me on that. That's not what I want to talk about. What I do want to say is the energy and the blue screen the from the phones and from the computers. If you stay on them all day, so let's take a traditional day. You wake up, you probably have your phone at your bed, you get up, you scroll, you look at whatever you look at, so that's already radiation. But you have already slept with the Wi-Fi on all night, so then that you're still bathed in Wi-Fi. Then you get up, go to your desk, you're there all day. Then you get off of it, but you're still on Facebook, but then you are watching TV. So you're watching TV on your smart TV, and then you're scrolling through. You're never giving yourself an opportunity to get rid of some of that or mitigate some of that Wi-Fi, some of that frequency. And then it's time to go to bed. But because you are all amped up, and then the blue light in your eyes does not allow your body to think that it's time to go to sleep. So think about way back in the day, if any of you were blessed enough to have like elders that you went to their house back in the day when you were little, the oldest people you can think of when you were little, they was in the bed at like 7, 8 o'clock. They were in the bed when it was dark. Give me a thumbs up, give me your hearts, because you know it. Your aunties, your grandmoms, or whoever it was, they was in the bed. They got up super early. You might have been in the bed, but they had already gotten the chickens and done all the work and made the breakfast before we were up, because their circadian rhythm, the way that their body goes from night until day and night into day, it's a natural rhythm, a natural cycle of life. The way that thing flows, um, is off now because we have all this technology. There didn't used to be Walmart open 24 hours. You just didn't have all that access. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you for the love, because y'all know it. Um, and so now everything is open. We can get on at 2 o'clock in the morning and see D Nice like dropping them hits. I was up until 3:30 in the morning 2 nights ago messing with D Nice. I kept saying I'm getting into bed. I don't even bring the computer in my room. I just don't. I brought the computer in my room because he was jamming. I put it on the side of my bed. I never do that. And then he was jamming. And then I got up and sat on the side of my bed because he was jamming. I was like, yo, 3:30. I looked, it was 3:30 Eastern time. And that dude was jamming. And then I had been up. And then I didn't allow my body to heal, regenerate, restore, repair. That happens between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. So there I was, sleepy yesterday, trying to watch Erykah Badu, and I was asleep because I was just tired. And so that does not allow our body to heal. It doesn't allow our body to repair. Having all this access to all this blue light in our eyes does not allow for the normal cycle of sleep, which then allows the melatonin to come in, and then that helps you sleep, and then the serotonin, which also heals. So we're off track. And so that also, when you don't do that, it also makes you more anxious. So if you're already anxious for what's going on, and then you're not in your normal sleep pattern, then it just causes more problems. So that's why my question was, how are you feeling? Because if you're aware of those things, then you're able to move in a way that you support yourself. I am not going to bed at 3:30 anymore. I know that if I want to check Be Nice or whoever I want to check, within 24 hours, it still lives on their story. So I can just go back to the story and catch up with it and watch it, because I do like it. I have a good time. I feel good that I'm trying to keep my vibes up. Hey, Ryan. So, that's what I wanted to know. So, what are you watching? Does anybody have any other suggestions? What are you reading? What are you eating? Who have you connected with? Me and my siblings, we had a surprise birthday party for our big sister. She's in Florida and we're all spread out, and we did a surprise party on Zoom. That was fun. I had a happy hour with my girls. I had another little check in yesterday on Zoom with my friends. So I'm connecting, making sure I connect. I call my mom all the time. I've been sending little text messages and doing little FaceTimes with people just to make sure that I'm getting the connection and that people don't feel alone and all those types of things. So those things are important. So make sure you're doing those things. And then because like I said, this is my lifestyle. I kind of like always been in the house and working and making my way. So I am understanding how disruptive it has been for other people as they're getting used to it. It's the new normal. So, and I know people are stressed out. People are posting, people died every day. It's just posting, they're just really kind of like focusing on the negative when I want to focus on the positive. So I created the Goddess Awakening and Healing Summit. I actually created it in 2016, but it came back to me. So I'm doing it. I have a doctor. Dr. Jerry Dyson is a physician. We're going to talk about ways to keep yourself healthy during the crisis. We're going to talk to Erica Totten, and she's from To Live Unchanged, from Unchained Visioning. She's an activist, but she helps us. She's going to talk about how liberating this situation is. You can think of it that way. It's a very liberating situation. You're free from going into traffic. You're free from all the constraints that you had. But how do you really look at it? How do you want to curry it moving forward, like my DC people say? I have my mentor, if anybody has read my book, Dr. Vicki Johnson. She's going to set us off, and we're going to focus on positivity. We're going to focus on the good things. We're going to focus on the things that we can change, the things that we have control over. We have my own sister, Cher. She's a yogi, and she's a Reiki master, and she's a doula, and she's a mindfulness person, and mindfulness meditation person, certified, and all those things. And she's going to do a yogi session, a yogi session, yoga and Reiki session with us. She made that up herself. Get it, sister? We're going to do that. I have a naturopathic doctor who's going to talk about how to keep your immune system up naturally, Dr. Hanisha Patel. And then I have Reverend Anika Wilson Brown, Anika Brown Wilson, Anika Wilson Brown. Okay, I'm writing all these things down, so getting the names mixed up, but she's dope. And she's going to talk, she's going to bring it home. She's the bomb. She's going to bring it home on just giving us positive ways to deal with this situation that we're in. And who am I missing? There are 7 of us. So Dr. Vicky, Dr. Jerry, my sister Cher, Dr. Hanisha, Dr. Anika, and me. I'm going to talk a little bit about nutrition. And there you have it. They're the dream team, and they're going to set it out. And so please join. Just go to wendycherry.com/summit and sign up. It's free. Tell your friends. And it's once every night, just for an hour. Starts at 8 Eastern. And I'm here to bring hope. Like, if you look on my page, you're not going to see who died. You're not going to see negativity because you already know it's there. People are dying. We give thanks for those of us who have healthy families, and we give prayers of support for those who are struggling a little bit more. And I know that people are struggling a little bit more. I have definitely reached out to friends that I know who've lost people or people who are sick to, offer whatever I can. But that's not what we need to focus on. You focus on, hey, Rayette, you focus on what you can control. You have no control over those things. You can control what you watch, what you listen to, what you eat, who you talk to, how you feel. Once you feel a certain way, you can shift the energy if you need to. You can control going out for a walk, getting some of that vitamin D and getting some of that sun. You can control lots of things. Focus on those things because then you'll feel like you have a sense of peace. So that was what my daughter was doing. She was taking forever to get dressed. I was getting pissed because I'm like, I'm ready to go. Because for myself, I need to be out. I'm a butterfly. I need to be out and moving and all those things. So for me to be stuck in the house, that bothers my mental. But I have control. I can walk out my door and just walk. I didn't drive anywhere. I've been walking the streets. We've been walking miles in the streets. We walked 4 miles today. She was getting all doodled up. And I'm like, sis, why are you getting doodled up? We just walking through the streets. But I realize that's what she always does. She's going to have her eyelashes. Her hair's going to be did. And she's going to be looking cute. But that's what makes her feel grounded. So I had to check myself. I had to check myself and realize that's what she needed at this time. And I'm so grateful that I was able to check myself and then to have more compassion and have more patience as I was trying to get out the door and make sure I was getting the sun when it was at the highest, so I can get my vitamin D in. So check your children, check your significant others. Don't ask them what they're doing. Ask people how they're feeling because the feelings are the real thing. And, if you need any support, you can talk to me. I'm a health coach and a counselor there. I do health coaching. So if you need support, wendycherry.com. So that was just it just came to me. I was just like, I want to check in because I've been doing Corona conversations and then I kind of fell off. So this is the check-in. Hope everybody is well. I send you nothing but peace, a strong immune system. I send you good vibes for comfort. I send you good vibes for some fun. I send you good vibes for some pleasure. I send you good vibes for having some good food in the next few days, cooking something fun. And that's it. So have a good night, everybody. Peace.